Welcome to Venice. This is exactly the opposite of the Dolomites. Yeah, so busy. I've just turned the corner and it's a lot less busy here. I've just turned another corner and I'm literally almost on my own here. So seeing that this is my last night in Italy, I thought I'd book a nice room. So here it is. Get a massive bedroom. It's a really old building, so you can see the beams up there. And then the toilet. Oh god, the color is something else. And then the best part of this room is this view here. That's the Grand Canal. Oh, you can see the boats. It's amazing. Right, I need to unpack and freshen up, and then let's go walk around Venice and get lost in it. I have exactly a day to explore Venice. It's just midday today and we leave tomorrow midday as well. But first order of today is lunch. So I found this restaurant that is next to the water. It was quieter earlier, but I think there's like a group of people celebrating wedding, I think. I just came, so a bit loud, but I've ordered spaghetti with black ink and then Aperol spritz. So that's lunch done. So now I'm ready to explore Venice. So there are different areas in Venice. We are currently in an area called San Polo. The most touristy area is called San Marco, and we'll go there tomorrow morning, hopefully to avoid the tourists. So now I think I'm gonna head out to an area called Dossodoro, which is in the southwest, and then afterwards I'm gonna go up north in an area called Carnaregio. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right. If you really want the gondola experience, gonna be on a gondola and don't want to pay 60 or 80 euros, you can use the Traghetto. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, and it will only cost you 2 euros. It will transport you to the other side of the Grand Canal. Some people don't like Venice, and I get it. You know, it's so busy, there's a lot of tourists, it's dirty in some parts, and sometimes the water smells. But personally, I like Venice. You know, if you peel yourself away from the main touristy part, you'll see a different side of Venice. And I think it's beautiful. I like that, you know, it's dirty in some parts and the water smells every now and then, because I know that you're not in a theme park. People actually live here. You know, it's more real. Well, it is real. And I love it. I was just listening to the lady who did a tour. She said that that's where they build the gondola. And there's a limit. It's 4, I can't remember. Apparently there's a limit in the number of gondolas around Venice. So I'm still full from lunch earlier today. I decided to just have cencite, which is the Venetian version of tapas in Spain. And everything that I've ordered, including the drinks, only cost me 10 euros. Just, you know, cheap, considering that, you know, you're in Venice. So now I think I'm just gonna head back to the hotel and just chill and watch the sunset. The hotel is facing the wrong direction. The sunset is that way. But this is just as good. There's no one here. It's so quiet. It feels so quiet, I don't know why. But yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and wait until the sun sets. If there's one thing I've learned from visiting very touristy places, is that if you want to beat the crowd, you have to go there early in the morning or very late at night. So here we are, 6 o'clock in the morning. We are in Realto Bridge. There's hardly anyone here. That's Realto Bridge. This is the oldest bridge in Venice. It used to be just a bridge, but I think they got inspired by Ponte Vecchio in Florence. So they started adding shops on top on both sides. Let's cross it. In Florence, in Ponte Vecchio, you see jewelry shops on both sides. Here it seems to be all the masks, which is one of the things that Venice is known for. Ah, wow, that's a view, isn't it? That was a really nice view from on top of the Realto Bridge. It helps that there's no one, there's not many people here. This other side of the bridge. It's quite nice. Alright, let's head off to St. Mark's Square. This is Venice when almost everyone is still asleep. So quiet. Oh, I think waking up early has paid off. This is St. Mark's Square. Look at that. It is empty. 4 of the things that I want to see in Venice are all in here. So I'm quite happy that I didn't have to queue, I didn't have to, you know, deal with a lot of tourists, other tourists like me. Great, so let's start there. That tower behind me is the imposing St. Mark's church bell, or Campanile di San Marco. You'll see it everywhere in Venice because it is, I think it must be the highest or the tallest building in Venice. You can see it from every direction. And just behind the church bell is the Saint Mark's Basilica, and then next to it is the Doge's Palace. So let's go there. Shame you can't see it in all its glory because part of it is covered by scaffolding. Yeah. Must be doing some refurbishment, and there's also a lot of construction in front, so oh well. Appreciate it for what we can see. Now let's head off to the Doge's Palace. There's also another church just across the water. It's there. Don't ask me what that is. It looks nice. That behind me is the Bridge of Sighs, and it's called that because it connects Doge's Palace and the used to be prison, and they hand out sentence in the Doge's Palace back in the day, and prisoners would then get taken to the other building and then they would pass through that bridge, and apparently prisoners would just sigh because that'd be the last time that they will see Venice. How about that for a story? When you're exploring Venice early in the morning, you won't see that much tourists, but you'll see the locals. You'll see how they, you know, just doing their day-to-day life, like walking their dogs, doing their groceries, you know, preparing their shops, and there's a lot of them. So yeah, it's quite nice. Some of them are even like going to church early in the morning. If you enjoyed watching this video, please click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It will really help the channel. Thank you. It is now midday, which means that we've been here in Venice for a day. It's time to go. Arrivederci, Venice. I'm heading to the Netherlands next, so I will see you there. Kita kids, or as you say in Italy, a dopo!